Hey guys, Dave here from Wolf in the Wilds. Welcome back to the 10 C's of Survival for Beginners. Episode 4, Containers. Containers are extremely important in a lot of ways for water, but also for cooking. And most will tell you to go with something made out of metal. That is, it is a smart way of thinking. It definitely is. Now, a lot of people like their BPA-free containers. They're Nalgene type bottles, and they're fine. And if you have water purification methods other than boiling, no problem. Personally, most of those water purification tabs taste kind of nasty, so I prefer boiling. But I do have like a water filter, a Katadyn Hiker Pro, and you can't beat that for speed, and it does a great job. And there are a lot of good water filters out there, from LifeStraw all the way up to, like $1,000 or more. They're crazy. So the argument kind of goes stainless steel or BPA-free, Nalgene, kind of whatever. You can't cook in this, and that is kind of important. If you had to, you could cook in that. If you absolutely had to. Now, I could boil water in this, sure, but cooking it, it's going to be a little bit of a drag. So I have something like this as well, and a lot of people will do, whether it's plastic or stainless steel, they will have something like this and a nesting cup. I don't have anything like that at the moment. Maybe someday I might grab something like that. But I do have this. This cost me $5, and you could make a meal out of that very easily. I also have that there, and these are really handy. You can cook in them, you can boil water in them, and when they're not being used, you can store food and drink in them as well, and they're pretty darn handy. And this is more along the lines of a nesting cup that most people would do. I don't know if this necessarily qualifies quite as a nesting cup, but I think, and they put the lid down on the bottom and they put their, and that's how they do it. And that's good for water and cook kit and, kind of whatever as well. You just have to find a different place for your food items. Which, all in all, maybe possibly could be in that container, I don't know. Now, all in all, if you're lucky enough, you're shopping around a thrift store, maybe you'll find something like this. What do they call the Russian nesting dolls? Kind of like that. So I have some tea here. So I have 3 sizes, 2 lids. So that, and then that. I'll put my tea back in there. That lid in, that lid on, and with some of that wire, I could make a bale, and I can hang them over a campfire and cook away, And I've got a lot of cooking capability right here, just in this small little thing. And if I maybe had, I don't know, some big elastic bands or Ranger bands or something like that, I could, how did I do that before? I could ditch that lid and just band that down. Or I could maybe just take that off. Put the nut and the bolt back in here. That. Put that on, and then put the elastics or Ranger bands around there. Easy storage. So, while these are passable, these are alright as well. Especially with something like this, or this. Something like that. That's not a lot of weight, and it's not a lot of room in a big pack. In a small pack, something like that's just fine. But the bigger the pack, the longer you're generally out for. And if I'm out for, say, a week, I don't want to be cooking in this all week long. I want to have something that I can really cook a decent meal in. So, now, a lot of you have probably seen the cook kit that I have in my regular camp pack, which I didn't bring today because that would be a lot of weight just to carry for a couple of videos. But my cook kit in my pack, 2 good sized pots, and then the lid doubles as a frying pan with a couple of cups in it. You can cook a really good meal in something like that, and a lot of food. Yeah, I've cooked for 5 people in just that cook kit. So, while this is good for a short trip, for one person, for, you know, kind of whatever, generally while we're out, I'm a pretty good cook. While I'm out with a crowd of people, I tend to cook for everybody. So I tend to like to have something a little bigger, a little more versatile. Totally up to you how you guys want to do it, but a container for water purification is essential. Whether you have water purification tabs or you get yourself metal to boil in is entirely up to you, but container is important, and it is very, very time consuming and a relatively good skill set to reproduce something like that in the wild. So you're going to want to have your container. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you in the next video.